What's up, guys? Welcome to the Collective Message. Let's see what message of Spirit has for you for the week of January 5th through the 12th. Let's see what message of Spirit has. We'll start off with some oracles and then we'll head into the tarot. All right, so you have the Devil, Fertility, Neighbors, and then you have Genius at the bottom. Interesting. All right, so plain and simple, we're in Capricorn season. So if I've got Capricorns in here, this could definitely resonate with you. But I am seeing here, for some Capricorns, you guys are definitely in your power this week is what I'm seeing. You guys are definitely taking charge. You're kind of just feeling yourselves. A lot of you guys just celebrated a birthday. Your birthday's about to come up. And so it could be this week that your birthday comes up. And so you're just really in the energy of being happy, being healthy, just being yourself is what I'm hearing. Do your best not to be so toxic. For those of you that don't have a Capricorn placement, I am seeing here you could be dealing with some sort of temptation this week, whether that be, not being focused on something, whether that's just going out too much, or indulging in something a little too much. So you guys might want to cut back on the indulgence is what I'm hearing. But for the most part, some of you guys could be dealing with some toxic energies. It's like the year just started, but for whatever reason, like it doesn't matter to some people, right? Because it really doesn't. Some people are just, if you're dealing with people that are miserable constantly, that's just what it is, right? It's just another day to be miserable. I woke up today with an opportunity to be miserable is how some people's mindset work. Sadly, for whatever reason. So don't let other people's toxicity get in the way of your happiness or get in the way of you having a good day is what I'm hearing. Like, people are going to be people. So do your best not to take anything personal this week. It's just for whatever reason, people just want to be assholes. I don't know. Fertility, if you're not looking to get pregnant, it's here. So this is a very fertile week. I'm hearing fertile myrtle. So yeah, if you're not looking to get pregnant, go ahead and take precautions with that. But if you guys are, there's something here that either you're going to find out that you're pregnant, you're going to find out somebody's pregnant, or you could be talking about pregnancy with a partner, especially if you've been with someone for quite a while. Like, I'm talking like a long-term relationship. You guys could be talking about having kids. For those of you where you don't want kids, I'm seeing here that you guys could be birthing a new idea, a new way forward, a whole new world is what I'm hearing. And so this week is just going to require you to be a little patient. You see the green dot on this guy's head here, right? So it's like that's your third eye. So some of you guys, your third eye is opening. Your intuition is trying to tell you something, like whether that's just a feeling of getting away from someone, whether that's a feeling to move forward towards something or towards someone is what I'm seeing. But you definitely have third eye chakra that's opening up. So some of you guys are going to be receiving intuitive downloads. You guys could have graphic dreams or detailed dreams. So whatever it is, do your best to either, if you have a dream journal, write it down. If you don't, just do your best to try to remember what the messages are in that dream because they could be helpful. I'm seeing a lot of green. So here you might need to be a little more stable this week, right? Like ground yourself is what I'm hearing. There's also a lot of blue. I'm just seeing a very emotional week. And so I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, someone's sad, someone could be. But ultimately, like, emotions are flying high, especially with the red here, right? With the devil, like, that's like fiery energy. And look at all the blue here. So again, this could be a very high strung energy this week that that you're being surrounded by, but you are asking to remain grounded. Some of you guys have a new beginning with this yellow, okay? You guys have a new beginning that's coming in for you. And again, it's very fitting. It's the beginning of the year. And so a lot of you are going with the energy of that. Some of you guys could be practicing some sort of manifestation ritual. Like, I don't know if you could see, but these ladies are dancing around this time clock here. So there's definitely something about that. So if you guys are definitely, some of you guys need to practice, I'm hearing fire magic. So like lighting a candle and staring at the candle. It's a great way to meditate, but it's also a great way to manifest is what I'm hearing. So some of you guys are kind of looking for ways of how to jumpstart or to like accelerate your manifestations this week is what I'm saying. So some of you guys need to try that method. Others of you guys probably need to do some sort of spiritual bath, right? Water helps with everything. especially when you're trying to find like clarity, because it has a lot to do with your emotion and it cleanses your aura. So because we are water, right? 80% water. So again, some of you guys just need to take some sort of spiritual bath, some Epsom salt, hot water, get in there, light a candle, stare at it, do what you got to do. But that's what I'm seeing here in terms of grounding yourself, especially because it's winter right now. Some of you guys may not be able to go outside. It's probably snowing or whatever have you, right? So depending where you are, find a way to ground yourself. Find a way to get these downloads, because they're going to be very helpful. I'm hearing you're going to need them. It's almost like it's like a pop quiz is what I'm hearing. So it's like there's going to come a test here soon, and you're going to need to be grounded. You're going to need to have your third eye open. So be mindful of that. Neighbors, your neighbors could be, I'm hearing like being nosy. See how she's just like looking up the curtain. But yeah, there's something about your neighbors. Your neighbors could be having kids, right? Or maybe their kids are just like outside and they're just like really loud and obnoxious. But either way, with your neighbors, there's going to be a need to be patient with them. They could be really loud this week. Again, especially with all this red, right? It's like the energy is very fiery. It's everywhere. So it's very impulsive. So just be careful how it is that you're approaching someone. It could be your physical neighbor, but again, like we're all neighbors technically. So I don't know, it could be like your neighbor at work, right? If you share a cubicle with someone, that's your neighbor, or just the people around you, I'm hearing, in your community. So that's like your everyday kind of outing. So again, you might need to be patient with the people that you're working with the people that you're living next to, even the people that you're living with, okay? In this next week. So I definitely do see that. You guys could be getting into some sort of argument with someone. But again, that's probably why you're needing to ground. Because you see how like he's all fist up, he's angry, and she's like, what? So I'm just seeing here, and same thing too, if you have kids, like if you're going to argue with your spouse, that's fine. But like, the kids are watching, the kids are listening. So that's definitely a big one for you guys. So do your best to not, to kind of keep it as quiet as possible, if you can. Okay, with genius, you guys could come up with some sort of idea, and this probably comes from you guys grounding, right? Look at all the green again and the red. So you guys, what I'm really feeling here is you guys are going to need to balance out your emotions with like a grounded method. So it's like if you're a very emotional person in general, you're going to need to find a way to not be that emotional this week, because I'm hearing that however it is you approach a situation is going to be the difference between you regretting how you approach the situation, or like being happy that you approached the situation the way that you did. Because I'm seeing someone here like jump to conclusions, right? Let's say, for example, like your boss calls you in and like, you haven't been doing the best, but like you haven't been doing the worst either. And so if you automatically jump to the conclusion of like, you're going to be defensive and you're going to tell him, you're going to, like that could cost you your job, right? Versus like, okay, you admit to yourself as you're walking into this office, that you haven't been the best employee there, but you're going to be open to hearing what they have to say so that you can move forward. So again, like it makes the difference, right? You still have a job. Yeah, you get reprimanded, but I mean, you kind of saw it coming, right? So that kind of thing. So just be careful how you approach situations this week. Again, some of you guys could be getting some sort of download that really puts something in perspective for you. This could mean the difference between you working a 9 to 5 for the rest of the year versus you working a 9 to 5 until this like new venture, this new idea comes into play. You figure out how you're going to put it into action, and then you turn it into fruition, and next thing you know, that's what you're doing full time versus working the 9 to 5. So again, just be smart about the decisions that you're making and how you're going about them, because it's so easy to get lost in emotion, because emotion itself is just, it's like water, right? It's like unpredictable. And so at the end of the day, it's like you need to find a way to ground those emotions, because you could be ruining a lot of opportunities for yourself. You could be blocking your own blessings, especially this week. So be mindful of whatever it is that is calling for you to be like calm and collected, right? So do your best to work on that. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what messages we have for the week. January 5th through the 12th. All signs, collective, spirit, what messages do you have? Okay, so you have the devil, you have the five swords, you have the sun, you have the tower, two of wands, seven of cups, the strength, you have the lovers, the ten of swords, and then you have the justice card here. And at the bottom you have the ten of wands. I'm hearing this feels heavy. Starting off, it's looking like with the devil, the five of swords, the sun, a lot of you guys have had to get rid of some sort of toxic energy that was either around you or that you housed, okay? Again, this could be a Capricorn placement. This is Capricorn season, so I'm going to take it as such, okay? We've already had two devil cards, so this is definitely pertaining towards Capricorn season. So for this week, I'm seeing here there's a need to cut out some sort of toxicity, especially if you guys are chasing the sun right now, right? You guys are looking for ultimate happiness. And so in order to do that, you guys really do need to cut out some toxic traits. And this week could really test that for you. With the devil to the five of swords, you have a lot of petty energy around you, or you are the petty energy. And so that's something that you need to kind of work on, because if it's like you could be happy if you're petty, right? Because you're like happy for the fact of whoever it is that you're either making feel stupid, or, you know, it's that little win of like, oh yeah, well it's childish energy at the end of the day. But I'm seeing here that if you're able to cut out the toxicity, if you're able to be less petty, if you're able to just not be so obsessed with having to win arguments, or so obsessed with having to be right. Again, you could be dealing with someone that's like this. Like, you may need to remove yourself from someone like this, who's always feeling the need to be right, who always feels the need to be petty, who always feels the need to have the last word. Like, once you remove yourself, you're gonna be hella happy, right? But what I'm saying here again is just, if you embody this energy, it's like you're making people around you not want to be around you. And so for this week, I'm just seeing that you're gonna need to really have a little more self-awareness and realize that, like, when you're doing something, when you're saying something, why are you doing those things? Why are you saying those things? So I'm hearing someone here going like, yeah, guilty. So again, like, it's okay. It's not okay to be that person, but like, it's okay to acknowledge that you have those qualities, but like, do something about it, better yourself, because you're going to be happy for it in the long run, right? With the five of swords, the sun, and the tower. Again, once you cut something out, it's like this ray of sunshine. It's like, okay, if it was a cloudy ass day and you're like sitting out there, it's like you're getting ready for this cloudy day, right? Throwing on all your layers. And it's like the minute you walk outside, the sun comes out of nowhere. And you're like, what? I got to shed the layers. So there's something here about losing some sort of energy that keeps you restricted and constricted, is what I'm hearing. So you guys may just need to let loose this week. You guys need to stop being so much where you have to be controlling, where you have to have the last word, where you have to be that person. Like, some of you guys are bosses, and so you feel the need that you have to set a boundary with your employees or with people around you. But again, like, I'm seeing someone who's a boss but treats their family like they're his employees or hers employees, right? So again, there's a need for that. You have a tower moment this week, and I think that this tower moment is this: someone's gonna call you out for being a certain way, and it's gonna make them happy that they called you out, but it's gonna make you feel some kind of way. But it's gonna be a freeing thing, so you're gonna be like, damn, like, some of you guys don't even realize you're doing this. You guys could be really, really sarcastic, always talking shit, and people are like, they love to be around you, but they're like, damn, like, is that all you do? Right? Like, after a while, you're like, is that all you do? Because after a while, it gets annoying. Because you're like, can't you have a decent conversation? Why do you always have to, like, say something about this person or about that kind of thing, right? With the sun, the tower, the two of wands, once you're able to cut something out, right? And I'm thinking that it's this toxicity. So once you cut out your toxic traits, or once somebody that has these toxic traits gets cut out, the tower moment is you being able to move forward, okay? Some of you guys, like, you're gonna be hit with this opportunity, and I say opportunity, good and or bad, depends how you see it, but everything's an opportunity, in my opinion. You're gonna get this opportunity to move forward with something that you want to move forward with. So let's say like you've always just been like this, like an uptight person, or someone that's scared, or someone that just, is very obsessive. Maybe you're someone that's always like in your head thinking about wanting to do something, but you never do it. Like, this is the energy where it's like, maybe you're forced to do it. Maybe it's like Spirit's like, look, you've always been like this. We've shown you that everything's going to be fine. So let's move forward. And so you might be put in a position where you have to actually do the things that you're thinking about, right? You have to move away. And so that could be the Tower moment too, is you having to remove yourself from these toxic energies, having to remove yourself from the pettiness of these people. And so I'm definitely seeing here that this Tower moment, it hits you at the right time, okay? Because again, you guys are going to feel free. Like, you're going to be happy that this happened. And this is a good Tower moment, okay? This isn't like, some of you could be experiencing something that gives you a little bit of a headache, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, you guys are going to get through it, because it's meant to bring happiness. It's meant to bring forward movement. There's a momentum here that you guys need to go with, okay? With the Tower, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups, again, you're going to have a choice at whatever it is you want to do, wherever it is you want to go. Be careful with your choices, though. Not everything that glitters is gold, is what I'm hearing. And so you guys are definitely going to like have an opportunity to be like, okay, some of you guys lose a job, like straight up. Some of you guys lose a job, because I used that boss analogy earlier. Some of you guys lose a job, and like that's the Tower moment. You're like, damn it, like what am I gonna do? But Spirit's like, don't worry, we got you. Like, you're gonna have all these options as to what you want to do. So it's like, if you guys lose a job wrongfully, I'm hearing that like Spirit's gonna replace it with something like better, but they're gonna replace it with something quickly. Okay, so it's like, you quit your job on Monday, you have a job interview Wednesday, you get the job by Friday. Like that quick, okay? So like, don't worry about it. Just be open to the changes that are coming, especially with the Tower moment. That's like the biggest thing, is like, when you see a Tower moment, when you experience a Tower moment, go with it. Do not create resistance, because at the end of the day, you're not going to win. Like, we're not in control of anything. We want to believe we are, but we're not, okay? With the Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Strength, some of you guys may have a hard time making a decision, but whatever it is that you end up deciding to do, I see you guys being very satisfied with it. Also, too, if you guys are working on some sort of venture, it's going to require you to keep your mouth shut, okay? Especially with the Strength. You have all these unlimited options, right? And so it's like, for a small percentage of you, you quit your job. This week, you guys quit your job, and you're like, okay, I'm going to put like all my time and put all my energy into this one thing. I'm going to make this happen, right? Two of Wands, because you're at that point. I'm going to make this happen. Awesome. So again, though, you might have energies around you that would discourage you. To be like, what do you mean you quit your job? Well, you're dumb, you're this, you're that. Everybody has the deflection, right? Everybody has an opinion all of a sudden. So it's like, don't let that opinion come in and sway you from whatever this is that you want to do, because it's going to yield you something a lot better. And so, yeah, just be careful who you share any kind of information with, because you're going to find out that not a lot of people can support you on this venture. So you got to be the person that supports you through and through, the good and the bad, okay? You got to be your cheerleader, and you got to be your number one critic. With the Strength card, the Seven of Cups, the Strength card, and the Lovers. You guys might need to keep your mouth shut about a love situation that you're currently coming in. There's something here about keeping it a secret for a while. Again, some of you guys, your Tower moment was like moving forward with someone. You see the heart up here? Okay? So some of you guys chose love, or you're choosing a new direction in love. And so because of that, it's going to require you guys to keep it on the down low for a minute. Again, you have people that are around you that don't want to see this. They don't want to see you flourish in a relationship, especially if people around you don't have very much going for themselves, and you've always been like a go-getter type. Or maybe you're like the underdog, right? Like, a lot of people don't see very much happening for you. So it's like something good that's finally happening to you warrants people to give their opinion. It gives them the opportunity to be like, oh, well, you're just going to mess that up, right? So Spirit doesn't want you to be in your head about this. This is something that is being divinely guided for you. So again, keep your mouth shut as much as you want to. If you trust people and you know that these people want your, like, have your best intention and are of your highest good, then of course, by all means, share this news. But for the most part, do not tell anybody about this, because at the end of the day, this is so brand new, and it's not even so much for fear that this is going to go wrong, but it's the fact that spirit wants you to enjoy whatever this is. It's so brand new. Enjoy it. So make it just about you two, is what I'm hearing. The Strength, the Lovers, the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys have been out of a loving situation for a while. And so this week, you're being tested with a new love, right? So it's like something new comes in for you in the form of love for some of you, where it's like you haven't been in a relationship in such a long time because you've just had experienced this over and over and over, right? Ten of Swords. But what I'm seeing here is like you guys are determined to get back out there when it comes to your love life. You guys are determined to see if you're even in a place to love, and to meet people and to be that person, right? Some of you guys have become so comfortable being single that the idea of being with someone might be a little hard for you, because a lot of you guys don't want to you don't want to have to give up that part of yourself just to fill someone else, right? So again, like whatever your last relationship was, it was traumatic enough for you guys to want to remain single, but Spirit's kind of giving you the go ahead and the green light. Like, go ahead and start testing the waters. Like, there's something that's coming in. And I mean, the Lover's card, outside of the Two of Cups, this is one of the strongest love cards that there is outside of the Ace of Cups, right? But this just goes to show that there's a strong connection that's coming your way. For those of you that are already in a connection, be careful this week. Again, like I said, emotions are flying high. We saw that in the Oracle. So again, if you're wanting to remain in a loving situation and not having come to an end, then you need to cut your shit out, is what I'm hearing, okay? Some of you guys are sabotaging your relationships, and you're going to be regretful of not having taken this relationship seriously. You have a very strong connection with someone. Someone loves you dearly and you love them dearly. So it's like, if you want to avoid a breakup this week, then you definitely need to just cut out whatever your nonsense is, or they need to cut it out, right? Either way though, I see here some of you guys could be experiencing a breakup this week, and it's nothing that you can do about it, because this was divinely orchestrated and guided. So I'm seeing here, this is like your spirit, guys. This is as above, so below. This is Spirit saying like, yeah, it's time to get out of this toxic relationship. Because like, again, you have the Devil card. So it's like this could be the relationship that you need to remove yourself from, right? So if you know that you're not in a healthy, loving relationship and you're trying to take it with you this year, for some of you guys, that's going to come to like a halt, like out of nowhere. Like, this breakup's going to happen. Let it happen, okay? Confirmation. I don't know if you heard that car honk, but let it happen. If something comes to an end this week, let it happen. Again, with the Tower, right? Something falls apart, let it happen. Do not try to fight it, because you're going to regret even having tried. You're not going to win, is what I'm hearing, okay? Ten of Swords, Justice card, the Fool. Yeah, once you guys are out of this Ten of Swords, you guys are moving forward for a new beginning, right? You have the Fool card here. All right, some of you guys are just taking the clothes on your back and you're happy to do it. You don't even care. Some of you guys are going to be traveling, but whatever it is, it's like the sun is shining on you. Again, it's like, see how like the sun's here, she's happy, forward movement, all that. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to test your limits. See how she's like here at the edge of this hill? Don't be afraid to test your limits. Some of you guys are afraid of heights, but I'm going to say it to you like this. Some of you guys are scared to climb higher. Some of you guys are scared to go any higher than what you know, than what you recognize. And Spirit's saying like, no, you're missing the point, okay? Especially with the Justice of the Fool. If you guys know that you are fully capable of coming up with something, you guys are miserable in your current situations, in your current energy, it's like you weren't brought here to be complacent. You weren't. You were brought here to have human experiences, whether that be heartache, whether that's love, whether that's new beginnings, whether that's loss, right? We're all here to have this human experience. And so the fact that some of you guys, would try to stop yourselves from having a new beginning is just absurd. So again, like, if a breakup happens this week or something falls apart, go with it. Because no matter what, like, it's already been decided, like, you have a new beginning. Some of you guys are going to feel so good that you let this go, right? And some of you guys are at the Ten of Wands here. And the Ten of Wands is a great card because this is a great place to be. This just says that, like, there is no more that you can fit into this bag or this bouquet, right? It's like you guys are at your last straw, and it's like that straw is broken. Like I just see like someone being like, see how she has like these wands in her bag. She's got the wands and her flowers. It's like she's trying to be happy. Some of you guys, your money's not going the way you want it to go, right? And so now you're fed up. Good. Like some of you guys, your love life isn't going the way you want it to go. So you guys are fed up. Good. Because why? At the end of the day, you have an opportunity for a new beginning. So drop the burden. I'm hearing let it go. Some of you guys are watching Frozen, or that's your favorite movie. But all I'm saying is here is that you guys have an opportunity to let the burdens go and move on freely, to be happy, to have a really good year, right? And so Spirit's like, okay, we'll go ahead and make all this happen at the beginning of the year. This could take all the way into February is what I'm hearing. So by March, you'll be able to see a new beginning play out for you. But definitely, I do see that Spirit here just wants you to have a better year, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, strength flew out. You saw that. So again, you guys need to keep strong, stay strong in all of your convictions, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because some of you guys are moving towards better days. Your money's going to be growing. Okay. Yep. The burdens. Yep. You guys are going to be really happy. See, look, you have the Lovers, you have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. You guys are going to be really happy once you get out of whatever this situation is. It doesn't have to be a relationship. I am seeing that it is, but this could be a job. Okay. Yeah. So that's the messages that I have for you guys for the 5th through the 12th. Hopefully it resonates. Hopefully it helps though, right? And I will catch you guys on the next one.